Round 1. CLAUDIUX versus ARGOT. Gonna be an interesting fight. Especially if ARGOT just respect for... Well, I mean, I guess he respect for heavy armor penetration. CLAUDIUX is stable fire mage with a bit of the sword. ARGOT does a dashy dash thing, flies right through. Claudie puts down his circle. He's going to stay around his circle to get extra damage. Smashes his shield, puts up a buff, and then charges in. And we have first blood. Well, at least first damage. ARGOT is hurt. Does a quick stab. Things are evened out. Claudie is feeling the pain. He gets put down by the spear. Goes into defensive mode. He's down again. ARGOT goes in for the finish. And ARGOT beats Claudie. Round 1. Nice. Can we have a comment from the fighters? Oh, they're going for round 2. We got Claudie versus ARGOT. Round 2. Nope. Claudie dashes out. He gets knocked down. Tries to get away. Turns his back to his opponent. Puts defensive. Gets his stamina broken. Slowly recharges. ARGOT is circling around, getting ready to do a bit of bursting. Oh! Claudie misses his stabbing behind him. Gets run through by ARGOT. ARGOT has a lot of mobility with that rapier. But Claudie spins around. He gets thrown to the ground. He's half health. Puts down a bit of fire magic. Tries to even the odds, and ARGOT takes a lot of damage. It's a close call, but Claudie gets knocked down and loses again. Oh. Let me know if I move too close. I'll try to stay away. It's going to be MULLE versus ZASKIA. Oh. I'm declining. I'm not fighting. Let me just leave the group. We have a fight now. It's MULLE the Duel versus ZASKIA Lovegood. MULLE is zigzagging in, running up, smashing. We got poison as well. ZASKIA's taken a lot of damage, but seems to be mitigating quite well. Oh, we got a dashy dash move by ZASKIA, but ZASKIA's at like 60%, almost 50%. MULLE is plowing through poor ZASKIA. ZASKIA is running away, trying to get some distance for some of those shots. We got a miss, another miss. ZASKIA's feeling the heat, doing a lot of dodging now, trying to get away from MULLE that's slowly but steadily getting in there. There's a bash. ZASKIA does a spinny move to try to get away, but MULLE just charges up right in his face and throws a vortex. Here's the finishing blow. MULLE wins. They're getting ready for round 2. Or are they? We don't know. Here we are, round 2. MULLE and ZASKIA. We got the countdown starting up with a smash, follow up by a defensive buff. ZASKIA is trying to dash a bit. Doesn't seem to help. There's a smash. MULLE's hope barely moves. This seems like a very futile Goliath versus David fight where David forgot to bring his sling because MULLE's hope is not moving whatsoever. ZASKIA is at like 90%. MULLE puts the vortex in. Pain's gonna come now. ZASKIA's at like smash levels and ZASKIA is dead. Holy shit. So is it gonna be winner versus winner? In that case, we're gonna have MULLE versus ARGOT. But right now I'm seeing MULLE versus CLAUDIUX. Claudie is at 80% health. MULLE is chasing in. Big old tank. Claudie tries to control the battlefield by putting down ice, trying to keep MULLE away. MULLE buffs up. He's running in, charges with the axe. Nice dodge by Claudie. Dodged the vortex as well. MULLE is trying to get him, and Claudie is trying to keep his distance. MULLE gets in with a hit. Claudie's back on 80%. Claudie uses Burnout to push through. Narrowly dodges those two attacks. Gets hit by one, avoids the rake-in. Oh shit. Claudie puts Entombed in. MULLE runs around, waits for him to pop out of it. Claudie closes the battlefield with a bit of ice. MULLE avoids it. He knows not to run into that thing. MULLE puts defenses up, switches back, and tries to charge in. We got a lot of zigzag going. And there we go. Is he going to do the killing blow? Burnout by Claudie. MULLE closes the distance with a charge. And Claudie is caught in the vortex. He entombs to get out of it. MULLE is slowly approaching, trying to attack. Is Claudie gonna blow him up? He is not. He dashes out, double dash, no more stamina, and he's dead. MULLE wins. Oh shit, we're already started. We got round 2 of MULLE versus Claudie. Claudie has actually damaged MULLE this time. MULLE puts up defenses. Claudie is trying to use light attacks. We got some fire on the ground. MULLE barely touches it. Claudie tries to bait him into it, puts up some ice to cover the distance. MULLE does the zigzag back, left and right. And we got a charge. Goes into Entomb. MULLE runs around, waiting. He puts up the vortex. Claudie narrowly dodges. MULLE is caught in the ice. Closes in. We got the burnout. Claudie runs away. MULLE zigzags trying to get in on Claudie. Claudie puts up the ice. Constantly tries to keep a distance. Nexia says it has teenagers, literal hormone monsters, and lots of drama and laughs. Laughs like one boy F's pillow. Oh. Ugh. Claudie is at 60% and MULLE is at 90, 80-ish. Claudie entombs. Is he gonna explode? MULLE is close, constantly attacking, trying to get in. Claudie dodges. MULLE puts up defenses and Claudie keeps a distance with the ice storm. MULLE is at full health again. Claudie is now at half and caught inside a vortex. He burns out through MULLE, who is now hit with a dot. Oh! Claudie catches MULLE inside his ice, but MULLE bunkers up behind his shield. Does a bit of zigzag back and forth, decides to not enter the icy area that Claudie uses as protection. Claudie puts up a bit of fire. Once again entombed. This time MULLE defenses up, heals himself, and patiently waits for Claudie. Catches Claudie inside the vortex. Claudie burns out. And we got the ice wall again. It seems like MULLE is reserving his charge for that special moment. We're not seeing a whole lot of that. He's zigzagging back and forth, hoping for Claudie to maybe burn up a lot of his mana. We can't really tell. Claudie is low, he tries to get away. He burns out to get away, and we have Claudie at 10% health. He goes ice, and he's out of ice. He puts up a wall. MULLE runs around it. They're dancing around the ice right now, but it is a scary fight for Claudie. He knows that if MULLE gets close, he's gonna get smashed, and Claudie's down. Nice fight. I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of dodges, a lot of switching between melee and dash throughs. Oh, we got a knockdown. ZASKIA is at 90. Follows up with a bit of stabbing. Looks like ARGOT is in light armor. I saw a roll there. ZASKIA is at half health. ARGOT puts him down on the ground, and ARGOT finishes it off. We got round 2 of ARGOT versus ZASKIA. ARGOT is aiming his spear, ready to do a knockdown if ZASKIA stands still. ZASKIA gets knocked down. Triple dodges. He's out of stamina. Tries to point. ARGOT dashes in. ZASKIA tries to return the favor, but gets hit as he dodges, and ZASKIA is gone. Not sure what happened there. It seemed like ZASKIA was panic dodging there. We saw 3 dodges in a row going backwards. But that distance was quickly covered by ARGOT when he did the spinny roll thing. It definitely looks like we're going to be seeing ARGOT and MULLE the Duel fighting. This is going to be an interesting one. We know that ARGOT has a lot of mobility, but we also know that MULLE has that dreaded vortex as well as the charge. ARGOT has switched to bow. He does a back arrow thing. We are moving the combat out. Does a lot of rolls. He got out of it. But I did see a double roll there, so we are out of stamina, I'm assuming. Trying to shoot down MULLE. MULLE has still not lost any health, and ARGOT is at 90. MULLE is running in there. We got the shield bash. Another roll away from ARGOT. Quick recovery. MULLE is quickly reacting to the situation and putting up the shield. And we got some big ass axe slashes. ARGOT got caught in the vortex. Is this the end of it? ARGOT is at 10-20% health. Can't really tell. And he recovers and dodges out of it. He is at 0 health, it seems, and manages to get away. Turns around and shoots the bow. He keeps rolling like a ninja. We got MULLE trying to dodge away from all the shots, and ARGOT is really narrowly avoiding the damage. And there comes MULLE in close. ARGOT has recovered a little bit, and MULLE is desperately trying to get in and get those last hits. He even used his charge and the rake move, but misses. ARGOT is standing at range now, pulled MULLE down to 80%, but he heals up. We're at 90 now. But ARGOT is at half. He got stunned there for a sec, manages to roll out and does a nice pirouette through the vortex. MULLE charges in. ARGOT is at 40% and MULLE is still around 80. Misses 3 shots in a row with the sword, and ARGOT comes in for a couple of stabs but gets retaliated. We are seeing a lot. Ooh, ARGOT is 0 health almost. Does a couple of rolls but gets raked right back in, and MULLE finishes it off. This is probably the closest fight we've seen so far where MULLE went. I think at one point he was at half health. Very well played by the 2 warriors. And I think we're seeing the next duel starting. MULLE is trying to close in. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to psych his opponent, rubbing his axe all over ARGOT. I think ARGOT is going to go for the spear this time, so he's going to go bow spear. We'll be seeing probably a lot more knockdowns. It's going to be interesting to see the development. ARGOT gets caught in the vortex, but also manages to knock down MULLE. Follows up with another knockdown. We're seeing a lot of spamming on him. Damage-wise, he seems to be absorbing a lot, but right now both fighters are at 90%, it seems. Oh, MULLE got in a couple of shots on ARGOT, but ARGOT manages to keep the distance with rolling. MULLE tries to get in close. He seems to be doing a bit of gut shots, just throwing the weapons off. ARGOT is keeping a distance here, trying to kite him off. Keeps pulling back. What's he going to do when he gets close? There's 2 shots in a row. He misses the kick, tries to move in and gets hit by a couple of spin attacks. There's a heavy shot on ARGOT. And ARGOT is at 30% and MULLE is almost full. MULLE is at 80%. 70%. ARGOT keeps a distance. Maybe he was just baiting. MULLE heals up and is back up at 80. ARGOT is still at 40. tries to do a jump kick, throws him down with a spear, goes in for a sweep but misses, does the arrow thing and keeps his distance again. MULLE does the vortex, catches ARGOT in the vortex, and takes out poor ARGOT. That was a very, very fast-paced fight compared to what we've seen. That's another win for MULLE. I'm just gonna have a drink. This is fucking exciting, guys. Next fight up is ZASKIA and CLAUDIUX. It looks like we're gonna see a ranged fight here. Claudia is 70. He's gonna move in with the shield now while ZASKIA is trying to fend him off by shooting. Claudia starts zigzagging. And Claudia pushes in, switches to the rapier and does a pirouette right through. Claudia tries to do the AoE attack, gets hit. It's a very close fight with Claudia right behind ZASKIA. ZASKIA switches to bow and Claudia tries to defend himself. Here comes the fire move and ZASKIA is now on fire. Claudia burns him and such a close fight, and Claudia ends up losing with ZASKIA having just a sliver of life left there. Nice. So we got round 2 of Claudia versus ZASKIA. Are we going to see another one of these ranged fights turns into melee mashup? We got a couple of good hits in there. ZASKIA's trying to zigzag dodge his way in. He knows he's the stronger melee fighter with more dodging. ZASKIA is about half health now. He steps right into the fire and is now super low, taking a couple of hard, heavy hits from Claudio. Claudio's at half. He bunks up on the shield, switches to Fire Staff and tries to take him out with the last couple of hits. And there's a fireball, finishing off poor ZASKIA. This looks like Claudio's tactic was to do a couple of normal shots and bait ZASKIA into thinking he was safe, and then follow up with the fireball to basically control the area that ZASKIA can move in. So we got round 3 of Claudio versus ZASKIA. And Claudio got in another heavy hit on ZASKIA. We got half health on ZASKIA. He's going to try to move in for a bit of panic attacking, but Claudio reverses with burnout. Claudia invites you to a duel. Would you like to accept? Sure. I don't really know how that's going to work out, but sure. The duel starts. Let's see how that one goes. There's no way I'm going to be able to make this. Yeah, I'm dead. They banned healing, so I'm basically one weapon shotting here with a hammer. We got ARGOT and Claudio. So far, both players have missed most of their shots. I've seen a couple of hits landing on CLAUDIUX. ARGOT is doing a dodgy. Oh, there we go. One hit. That was a light attack on ARGOT. There's a heavy one there, and another heavy. ARGOT is aiming up for the big ones, but Claudia is trying to take him out. Claudia was trying to get his shots in while he was aiming. Claudia bunkers up and ARGOT moves in for a couple of attacks but decides against it as Claudia is all shielded. Oh, there's a heavy attack followed by fire, but ARGOT is right in the fire and gets burned. We got an ARGOT and CLAUDIUX duel again. Claudia's surprisingly going very melee heavy this time. tries to knock down Claudia, but Claudia puts up the shield. Another leg sweep, and Claudia returns with the behind the back stab. Both combatants are heavily wounded. Claudia is hiding behind his shield, and ARGOT is trying to close in with a couple of attacks. Claudia puts fire on the ground, kind of covering up the distance. But this will only give ARGOT time to recover his knockdowns. There goes the leg sweep in the air. Another fireball. There's a lot of damage coming from ARGOT, but Claudia shields up. ARGOT rolls away, does another spinny thing, points at Claudia for whatever reason, I don't know what that is, then does a ninja kick, does a bunch of stabby shit, rolls and sweeps the feet and finishes him off, while still on fire with 2 dots. Well fought.